Okay, so hopefully today I'm going to be able to finally get this beautiful philodendron repotted. It's been sitting in this tiny little pot, this tiny little hanging basket, but it's growing like gangbusters. I mean, look at the leaves. Look at the size of the leaves. They're huge. It needs to be repotted like immediately. I mean, it's way overdue. And, you know, I think it's starting to show a little stress. These yellowing leaves, I'm pretty sure, are an indication that they could use a little bit of a change. But anyway, I mean, it's still growing very nicely. It's growing very well, very healthy. The leaves, as you see, are just growing nice and big. But the vines are just crazy. These vines are very long. I just keep, you know, as they grow and fold down, I fold them back up, and then they come back down. So anyway, it needs to be handled. So what I'm gonna do is use this pole that I made the other day. I made a video if you didn't see it. This bark from a fallen silver maple that fell in my yard, and I put it around. Well, it's on a actual pole, and the gaps I filled in with some moss. So, but it's very long because the plant is pretty robust, and I think it's pretty long too. So whatever the case may be, it won't be very long before it reaches the top, I'm sure. But nevertheless, I'm going to put it into this container here, and yeah. It looks very long, but it's not really that bad. It's maybe about, it's not quite 5 feet. Anyway, let me set myself up. Okay, here we go. So I got my soil set up. I mixed up some old soil, like old container soil from like not years ago, last year. And I threw in about, let's say, about a quarter to a third old soil, old potting medium, which has some soil in it. And this is also potting mix that I bought. So I got 2 different kinds of potting mix. I got some that has coco coir, some that has peat, and as you can see, there's some perlite in there. I threw in some fertilizer granules. I think they're like, it's like a balanced fertilizer. It's like 5, 10, 5 or something like that, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, so got this started, and I have this pot that I'm recycling from last year as well, and I have this old broken clay pot that I was trying to fix, but I couldn't find all the pieces. By the way, I think I might make a video on that, because I guess you could say I restored several clay pots, because these things are kind of expensive. They're not that expensive, but it's expensive when you're like buying a lot of them. So if you break one and you have all the pieces, you can always put it back together. It'll look a little bit, as I always say, chichipati, but it's still good. It works just fine. So anyway, so here's the pole, and I got some old shards from the broken pots. I'm going to use them to kind of help prop up this pole. And I got some rocks as well. Gonna use some of those. Maybe I'll use that in a little while. Okay, so that's actually standing up all by itself, which is fantastic. So basically that's what I was looking for. I was looking for it to just be able to stand on its own. Because once you put the soil in there, it'll be good. So in the meantime, I have what normally might go into compost. I have some dead plant leaves. Of course, you're not using anything that has any kind of disease or insects on it. Tea bags, eggshells, old soil. Anyway, so I'm going to throw that in there. I like to usually put some organic matter. Here's an avocado skin. Some organic matter on the bottom of the pot so that it can kind of decompose. It can become compost as the plant grows in the container. So just want to stick it in there real good. Now I'm going to go get the plants. Alright, so I'm not really trusting this this pole because I'm kind of doing a lot of stuff, so I don't want it to fall over by accident. But anyway, so here's the philodendron. I don't really know what species it is, but I do believe it is Philodendron hastatum. I think that's what it is, but it's like hastatum, but the green variety. Obviously, it's not very blue. So, but the leaf form seems correct. Look at all those roots, those aerial roots. That's gonna attack right away. Alright, so I probably should have watered this a little bit more. I watered it yesterday, but it's summertime and the weather's been so dry. It's raining today, but it's been dry up until today. You know what, I want to put this, there we go. I'm going to dump this out. This tiny little container. I've had this poor plant in all this time. Oof, and it's not coming loose. Alright, let's... Alright. I'm gonna pause. Look at this tiny little root ball. It's kind of embarrassing. No wonder it wouldn't come out. So, this plant is like severely root bound. It's not extremely root bound, but it's pretty badly root bound. So, I'm just going to kind of ease the roots out a little bit. I'm not going to go too crazy about it, but I'm going to try and just loosen the roots a little bit so they feel more free to expand themselves. Just a little bit. I'm not going to try to pull them apart too much. Anyway. Hope this comes out because my camera's giving me grief. Alright, so I'm going to try and do this kind of quick. Basically, I'm just going to put some soil in here to hold everything together. And, I'm probably going to bring you back when I'm done, because I'm not sure if this camera's going to behave itself. Hopefully it'll be alright. So I'm just going to throw in the soil. I'm so excited about getting this done finally. It's been a very long time. Actually, it's been probably a couple of years that I should have probably repotted this plant. And this year it just really just started to grow like crazy. And like I said, thank God it wasn't feeling too much stress. Just kept growing. Anyway, here we go. I think I can use all this soil. Alright. Very nice. Alright, I'm probably going to mix a little bit of more soil to make sure I got enough in there. Alright, so here's the fun part. So now I get to string it up. Hopefully it's not too bad a tangle. Oh, I already lost. Alright, put that to the side. Alright, hold on a second. Alrighty, there you go. So the camera cut out on me. I couldn't get to show you the whole thing, but there it is, all strung up nicely. I only lost a couple. Yeah, so I think some of the leaves got a little bit torn, but that's okay. Got lots growing, so I'm loving it. Fantastico. So I think I'm going to stick it in that corner over there when I get that area cleared out. That's it. Thanks for watching.